Okay, problem number 2, same directions as problem number 1. Solve for x. This one has a set of parentheses right here. And in front of it, you have a 9x and then a subtraction sign. The 9x is just kind of hanging out. It's waiting for someone to distribute this negative. There's an invisible 1 right here. So you have to distribute that to get rid of the parentheses. So negative 1 times 4x is a negative 4x. And negative 1 times a minus 1 makes that a positive 1. And then you still have the equals 2. Okay? Parentheses are gone. Now this equation has more than one x in the problem. There's 4 terms. 3 terms are on the left of the equal sign, 1 term's on the right. But of these 3 terms over here, these first 2 are like terms, so you can combine them. 9x minus 4x is 5x. Then you still have this plus 1 and the equal sign and the 2. And now I'm at a 2-step equation. I need to get x by itself. I want to know, what does x equal? Right now, I know what 5x plus 1 equals. 5x plus 1 is equal to a 2. I just want the x. So I am now going to subtract 1 on both sides, because the plus 1 and then turn around a minus 1 cancels out and takes you right back to the 5x. And then on the right side, 2 minus 1 is 1. And now if I want to get the x, I want to get that 5 away from the x. Since 5 next to x means 5 times x, I will turn around and divide by 5. Because 5 over 5 is an invisible 1x. But what you do to one side, you got to do to the other. And 5 doesn't divide into 1 evenly. So you can either leave it as 1/5. So if I say give me a fractional answer, it's 1/5. If I don't, then you can divide and give me an answer of 0.2. So just read the directions. Now if I want to check this, you've got a handy dandy calculator. You can use it. You can check the 1/5 or the 0.2. I like fractions better. Yeah, I know I'm weird that way. But if I wanted to check this problem, I would take 9 times the 1/5, and then, whoops, sorry, I meant to go with a black pen there. 1/5, and then minus, inside it would be 4 times the 1/5 minus 1. And the big question is, does that mess equal a number 2? Well, 9 is like a whole number, so it's the same as 9 over 1. And 9 over 1 times 1 over 5 would be 9/5. Minus 4 times 1/5. If you put that 4 over 1, that becomes 4/5. And 1 whole, I would write that as 5/5, so I can subtract it from the 4/5. And 4/5 minus 5/5 is a negative 1/5. But subtracting a negative is adding a positive. And 9/5 plus 1/5 is 10/5, and 10/5 is 2. Look at that. I got the 2 here. That was a big question. Did it equal 2? And yes, it did. So this is the correct answer, or this one. But I know you're not going to do, you know, this. You're not going to bother doing that. You're going to plug it into your calculator, and that is fine. So I just like fractions. And that was number 2.